All right, all right, all right. Who do we got in here? Who do we got in here? Who do we got in here? We got Josh and Ash and Austin. Sorry, I've been messing with OBS, guys. OBS is a bunch of BOS. But anyways, I think we're straightened out here. I guess you're just going to sit in the dashboard with me here. So that's going to be super annoying to see this delayed dashboard like that. But hey, whatever, life goes on. Let me shut off iTunes. All right, so Austin's here. Uh-oh, some new software. Yeah. Well, I used it the other night and it went fine. Can y'all hear me fine? Just let me know before I start my thing up tonight. Make sure y'all can hear me. So Ash Lee says, looking good. Thanks, Ash. You're very flirty. All right. All right, excellent audio. Okay, good, good, good. Josh says, nice hat. Yeah, I went and hung out with Josh last night, and I gave him a YouTube hat also. So, they're good hats. We love the YouTube. Nima says, Tilray. Yes, Tilray is on the agenda tonight, folks. It is. We are definitely we're gonna go after some Tilray. And Lydia, hi everyone. Sound is good. Okay, great. All right, all right, all right. So guys, if you've been paying attention to anything here lately going on Wall Street, so I'm sure you've heard a few whispers about Tilray. So what I want to do is I kind of want to go, we're going to start coverage. You know, I cover a lot of stocks on this channel. Tilray is one I'm definitely going to want to be plugged into. I took a position today. I covered on some shorts. I covered on some calls. And I sold a little bit of stock and I shifted some money into Tilray. I bought into all-time highs, which is a big no-no, you know, for new investors anyways. But I did it real early this morning in pre-market. And now I'm going to, piece by piece, kind of go through all the hype and all the underlying things. And then we'll have a big family discussion about it at the end. So here is the website. So this, guys, Tilray is, you just read it right here. They're pioneering the future of medical cannabis globally, okay? And so this company has a lot of products. They, you know, too, if you all want to do this in your spare time, I would highly suggest to do so, is to just visit the website. It's very, lots of stuff to look at. They have a full tour. They have an investor relations department. I've already tried to contact them, haven't heard anything back yet, which is interesting because this company really needs investors right now, okay? So they offer just a wide variety of products. I'm going to go up here and we can kind of look through the products they offer. So they have, looks like they have extracts. And they have these CBD dominant and THC dominant, THC and CBD balanced. So they offer different strengths of all of this cannabis products. And looks like they have some sprays here. It contains extract cannabis oil. And I'm no expert in the science of this stuff, so I learn a little bit about it every day. I don't really plug into this stuff as much. And they've just got a very, very wide, you know, you kind of all get the idea. It's all cannabis, CBD oil, THC. They're taking marijuana and doing all kinds of crazy stuff with it right now. On the medical side, so this is all, you know, this is their products they offer here. And locations, okay, so this is kind of the big storyline this week, is the locational aspect of it. So they're located in Canada, and they, of course, they export to the United Kingdom, Germany, Croatia, the Czech Republic, Cyprus, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Argentina, Chile. And so they're very, very globally diverse, have a lot of customers worldwide. And here you can take a little look at their management team. I believe this fella here, this Brendan Kennedy, he was on Mad Money with Jim Cramer last night. So I'm going to stop right here while this is fresh on my mind and kind of talk about it for a minute. So a lot of the Wall Street elite and a lot of the experts, including Jim Cramer, commented that Tilray, well, not Tilray, but the entire Canada-based medical marijuana industry could be $500 billion on an early valuation, and that Tilray, early valuations on Tilray are around $150 billion. Now, with all of that said, when they have an earnings report and they can't, you know, they can't possibly touch any kind of valuation like that, I would expect to see a big pullback in the stock. Okay, I would just anticipate that. But you know, this is true investing right here. You know, this is buying the company when it's small, and you know, you're really going after that future valuation, kind of what they could be. They're moving so fast. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today. What we were talking about, this company is probably going to have to split their stock already, you know, where it's up, it got up to like $300 a share today. And I'm like, if it runs another 100-200%, it's going to be $900 a share. People are going to have a hard time buying it. They're going to want to split that stock back and make it more affordable. So that's just my opinion, and we'll see if they do. But they're going to want as many people having as many opportunities to buy this company as possible. It is on M1 Finance. Actually, let me check that right now. I've heard people say it was on M1 Finance, but I never confirmed that myself. So let's take a look here real quick. Portfolio. Let's see. Just give me a second, guys. Bear with me. So yes. Tilray is on M1 Finance. So keep that in mind. You can invest with them on M1 if you want to shift some funds around. And we're just kind of going. This is the website. You know, if you want to do look at a little bit of this in your spare time, you know, I would definitely suggest doing it. And like I said, down here they have, you know, they have career opportunities and they have the investor relations. So if you want, like I said, I've reached out to him this afternoon, sent him an email. I haven't heard anything back. That's pretty typical, you know. But this is the kind of company that's really going to want to support their investors right now. So I would say they probably have a decent investor relations department. Now, why is the stock running so crazy? I guess let me look at the charts first. Okay. So I got the 5-day chart pulled up here. Okay, so this is 5 trading days. This is $110 $110 stock 5 days ago, and now it, like I said, today it hit a high of 300, and when the market closed, it pulled back real hard, and now I think it leveled out at right here. So after hours close, it was at $199.60. So pretty insane, if you ask me. We'll even look here at the 6-month chart. So we drive on back here. They hit the market in July. I don't know if it was the IPO or they just hit the American market. Of course, they're listed on the NASDAQ. But they got on the American markets here in July 19th. This was a $20 stock when it hit the market. That is now, you know, pushing $300 a share. 856% return in 2 months. So, very exciting. I've been hearing a lot about Tilray. I just started covering them over the weekend, watching them. And I was like, okay, when I started hearing all these analysts come out and say this could be, like I said, $150 billion industry, pretty quick, I immediately said, okay, let's take a look kind of here at the fundamentals side of it. So it's about a $14 billion market cap. I think it actually run up to about $19 billion today. So that market cap's just running wild. It's running wild. I anticipate this stock to be up early tomorrow morning in pre-market. We don't really have any data, some real data. They haven't had an earnings report yet. They don't even have, as far as I know, and guys, if you know, throw it down here in the comments, but I don't think they even have an earnings date out yet, okay? So the fundamentals are just all whack. Negative 80%, I wouldn't put any faith in any of these numbers right now because, like I said, no earnings reports. So for now, until we get to an actual earnings report, you can kind of just throw all this stuff out the window. And I hate doing that because it goes against everything I really preach and stand for. But anyways, so it is a $20 stock and it's ran up to $300 already. Now here's the reason why, right here. So yesterday it come out that Tilray received approval from the U.S. to import a medical cannabis study drug for a clinical trial at the UC San Diego CMCR. Okay, so they're going to be bringing this into the United States. It says it providing a cannabinoid formulation for the trial in capsule form. So this will allow researchers to test an investigational drug product containing 2 active ingredients extracted from the cannabis plant. So that's the CBD and the THC. And the study is expected to begin in early 2019 with financial support from Tilray and the International Essential Tremor Foundation. So that's when they just started this massive run here in the past few days. And it's getting a lot of mainstream coverage, okay? It's really getting a lot of coverage. And like I said, so early valuations on this company have been estimated already at $150 billion. I think it's just way too early to say. It's a lot like all these other, marijuana companies running on speculation. But there has been huge institutional buy-ins today and the past couple days. So, guys like me and you, we can't push the stock that much. That has to be institutional buy-ins, and they are doing it. The stock is moving like crazy. Of course, at close today, there was a lot of profit taking. Okay, there's a lot of profit taking today, but it still held itself around $199. So let me get up here and see what you got going on. That is kind of just where we're at with it. I took a position in Tilray in pre-market. I was up really super early. As soon as those pre-market trends started running, like I said, I covered in some shorts yesterday, and I made a couple small. I funneled some of my money out of China just a little bit because they were kind of running up, covered on some shorts, and I bought in around $177 a share. So at one point today, I had nearly 100% return. So it was kind of an exciting day. And I've decided I'm going to stay with them for a little while. I actually sold out at $245, but I held a really nice chunk of it. And I'm going to get to some comments and kind of see what everybody's thinking about it. Where did I leave off? So Stock Market 101's in here. Yo, hey man, how's it going? I enjoyed your video earlier. I really do enjoy your videos, man. That's you hang with it. You got a heck of a good channel going on. Lydia Santiago, does it worry you that cannabis companies' success may be contingent on legalities? Temporarily, but it's going to happen. This thing is going to happen. You know, I don't know. Some people I know some people have these really strong stand against it beliefs. It's going to hit speed bumps along the way, but like I was telling you, a couple people, is that they're even opening stuff in Tennessee to get that, whatever, that cannabis C9 strain. There's stores opening in Tennessee now, and Tennessee is the most conservative. My opinion, Tennessee would be the last state in the United States to let that kind of thing go on, because of the way, you know, kind of just, we're in the Bible Belt, like I said, highly conservative, really push against any kind of agenda like that. And I'm already starting to see stuff in my, I just still can't believe it. So no, it doesn't, Lydia. It doesn't. Like I said, yeah, this stuff's going to hit speed bumps. It's been hitting speed bumps for a while now. Long term, no. No, I'm not worried about it at all. Once they have enough money to afford lobbyists, the legality will handle itself. It's already happening in a lot of places. There you go. Josh just answered the question for me. Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, money pretty much solves all problems. That's just kind of how it goes. And so, yeah, you know, they'll hand the money over to lobbyists, and this problem will start to just, you know, continue moving forward, get a whole lot less pushback. And once they see, I think the real thing is once they see there's such a huge market for it, and there's so many careers and jobs and ways to help people with this, ways to benefit people with this. Like I said, I don't see anything that's going to slow it down, because it's all going very positive, you know. It's a lot of work. If you can just create a $500 billion industry, you know, just on the whim, you know, there's nothing bad about it. There's nothing bad about it, you know. Cannabis companies' success, maybe they have enough money to afford. Lydia says, at Josh Centers, I just seen so many shops in California get shut down by the feds. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fight. It's been a fight, you know, and it's going to continue to be a fight. But you can only fight those things for so long, you know. It's going to progress. It's going to keep moving forward. October is going to be a big month too, so you know, you're doing an anticipation buy as well. The real thing here, like I said, is when they do have an earnings date put out, and they do start to they do release an earnings date, report earnings, and like I said, these earnings reports aren't going to match the valuation of the company. You could see, you know, I'll probably do it. You know, the curtain doesn't match the drapes or whatever. So, you know, I could see it getting shorted really hard, and the puts will probably win temporarily. But like I said, it's just going to be a temporary. It's going to be a lot of battles on the way to winning a war. You know. Josh Center says temporary setback. Yeah, there you go. Like, yeah, Josh. I might as well just read all of Josh's answers tonight. He's got it. He's got it right. You know, he knows what's going on here. MJ companies cannot use any banks either. So I don't know what you mean by that. Most of them are all Canadian based. So they do. A lot of them do have a lot of banking support. I'm not quite sure what it is you mean by that though. Opportunity for crypto? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, this has a definite opportunity for cryptocurrency to make a big, huge comeback, you know, pretty quick. Lydia says, I've seen many people make a lot of money in the MJ industry. My boss had a friend in Palm Springs that had an entire warehouse of MJ. During that time period, MJ was only legal in certain California areas. Yeah. Do anybody in here know? Because I spent about 10 or 15 minutes before I went live here. I could not find an earnings report. Okay, and I probably didn't use all of my resources I could have, but I am not seeing a future earnings report for anytime soon for Tilray. But that's a critical thing. So I'll probably go short when there is an earnings report. Like I said, I'm probably going to go short, or I'll buy puts, because I would anticipate it to take a big pull back, and then, like I said, start getting a lot of the institutional buyership coming back in there. And just let me go back here. We'll look at the price action a little bit today, but just the one-day price action. So I got up. Let's see. I was up at 5:30 in the morning, and pre-market here at our time, you can start looking at pre-market trends about 4:30 in the morning. Now on my IRA brokerage, I can start trading at 4:30. Sometimes it takes 5. I usually do everything in my power not to trade in pre-market, because your bid and your ask, they're so separated. So if you buy, you put in a really high limit order, you don't really know where your shares are going to pick up at. So I really hate doing that, but I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it, and I did it. And it really performed great today. I never even got worried. Even down here towards the end of the day, at market close, I know this is going to happen. Okay, this is profit taking. This is people who bought it early in the day, and they're profit taking. I sold around the 245 mark, but I held 25 shares, and the way I calculated it, I'm holding 25 free shares of this company right now, where I just traded into it. Like I said, I got a big, huge gain, and I just captured those shares that basically paid for themselves. Then I took all the money back out of that position. I have it loose. I'm pretty flipping happy right now. I had a good day. I had a really, really good day. Let's see here. So I'm trying to figure, okay, so the high was 300. Let me go back here to the summary and look. Yeah, so yeah, it did hit a price of 300. And then, like I said, it just hit that field of resistance. Probably a lot of shorts jumped in there and said, okay, we're ready to short you at 300. And it, of course, they worked. It worked, because it dipped down here, almost lost a 50%. Almost lost 50% right there midday towards the end of close, but then it rebounded back to 199. This stock is going to do that, guys, because it's a speculative move, And just keep in mind, 2 months ago it was $20 per share, So just think, if you would have dropped $20,000 or $30,000 on this back then, you'd be holding close to $200,000 or $300,000 right now. So let's see. Let's look around on Seeking Alpha. Let's see. So yeah, let me illustrate this too, guys. So on Seeking Alpha, you're going to get a lot of these stories, a lot of negative. Positive, negative, positive, blah, 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 blah. And, over here in the analysis or the opinion area. And, basically, guys, I know a lot of these guys. I followed them for a long time. And I know what they're doing. They're trying to cover on short positions, or, they're trying to artificially push the stock. This kind of stuff doesn't really work. It does have an influence. But most of these guys that write these articles, like I said, they have a very, guys that are always going to be shorting marijuana industry, okay? So they'll go in there and write a real negative, stay away from Tilray, blah, 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 you don't know what you're getting into. And then you're going to have guys that are just relentlessly optimistic and positive and less objective. And they're going to, write a lot of articles and crap to push the stock. And you know, you'll see it, especially, okay, it's not as much in the more traditional big cap stocks, but in penny stocks, this does work. Article, you can just write an article. I've seen it happen, you know, when I used to trade penny stocks a lot. These guys, man, they'll publish an article and run that thing, you know, pump and dump it all day long. And so really, in the penny stock world, writers control the industry in a lot of ways, because they can write any bullshit article they feel like, hit publish, have a big following, and people are going to go buy it. And it's kind of sad, but they do it all the time. Stock Market 101. Are you just looking at Tilray, or are you looking at others such as Canopy and Aurora? Yeah, I've got several watch lists. So I keep my mobile on me, and I have a marijuana watch list. Let's jam down here. I'll tell you who I got in there. Namaste is running good. And MJ got up really high today. MJ was looking great. And of course, it just trended very similar to Tilray. It run up really, really hard, pulled back at the close, and then rebounded out of it. Okay, where are my weed stocks? So I have Aurora Cannabis, I have Afria, Canopy Growth, Cron, GW Pharmaceuticals, I have Horizons Medical Life Sciences, I have Horizons Marijuana Life Scientists, I have MJ, and I have Tilray. So those are the ones I mainly track, and I have Namaste too. Those are the ones I track really on the daily. I'm not finding a lot of conflicting information on any of these websites about where it closed at. You know, you're going to have to get up really super early. I guarantee you it's going to be trending in pre-market tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to that. So most of these companies really didn't do a lot today. Just Tilray, MJ, Cron had a good run, and GW Pharmaceuticals. Everything else was red. Like Canopy was red today. Afria was red. Aurora. Namaste took a little gain. But now, the way I play, the way I invest, you know, in this company, it traditionally is through MJ. MJ has a very big holding. Let me pull that up here and see what I can find. Whoopsie. I wonder if streaming's slowing my internet down just a little bit. Well, I know they own a lot more than this right here. Okay, down here towards the bottom, let's see if I can. So it looks like 10% of their portfolio is in Canopy. Hold on a sec. They have 3% on Tilray, 5.9% GW Pharma. This doesn't look right at all. Let me get a better source going on here. I usually trust the street. I usually trust their ETF listings for percentages. They stay pretty much the most updated. Okay, so this is right here would be more accurate to their actual holdings. So they have about 10% in weed. They have close to 9% in Cron. They have 8% in Aurora. They have about 6% in GW Pharmaceuticals, which that would, to me, GW Pharmaceuticals is probably the second safest way to play this industry because they're already pretty developed and they've been on the market for a while. Then let's see, CanTrust, Emerald, Green, Origami Gram, and Hydrothic Canopy or whatever. And then down here they got Tilray, so they have a 3.21% holding of Tilray. So again, you know, it's going to take some of the sympathy gains and losses that Tilray does So even like I said, today it just ran up. I know it got up to about $45 at one point, and now it, it closed around 41. So still in pretty good shape, Let's see what we got here. Austin Freeman, have you looked at NBEV? A lot of spin-offs are getting a lot of steam based on the cannabis market. I am up 10% for the day. All right, let me add it to my watch list. Because no, I have not been following in, let's see, what do you got? NBEV. So this, guys, is so much value. I hope you all are getting a lot of value out of this, but also me, you're enriching my knowledge. You're helping me learn so much, and so thanks. I really want to thank everybody for all their participation and help, because there's a lot of stuff you guys bring to my attention that, like I see these tickers all day long. I see them on the computer. I see them in chat rooms. Some of this stuff I'm going to ignore. Some of it I'm like, I can't stay that absorbed in every little marijuana stock that pops up. But, so NBV, yeah, they took a 54% gain today, and then they went up another 1.8% in aftermarket, post-market. So that's probably, again, something there to keep an eye on. So tomorrow, when I open up my watch list, I'll be keeping an eye on that, see if it's moving in pre-market. Probably going to. Let me see what exchange they're listed on. Yep, so they're on the NASDAQ. And they've, whoo, man! Holy cow, they've run really fast. They come out of the earth. They went from $1 to $4 just so fast. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching this one too. Austin, did you pick up any shares of NBV? I guess you did. You said you got a 10% gain for the day. Heck yeah, dude. Good. Good job. Capitalize on this stuff, guys. You got economies across the world that are failing. I want to, like the great Warren Buffett says, you need to buy into fear. But, at the same time, this is so bullish, so positive right now. And I want to walk towards it, not away. So, NEMA, I grabbed a small position in the penny stock called AVP. Okay, so what do they do, Austin? I'm sorry, not NEMA. What do they do? AVP. Avon Products. It looks like they're moving pretty good. All right. Let's see, Stock Market 101, there's also a marijuana REIT. You are kidding me. What's the ticker on it, man? There's a marijuana real estate investment trust. That makes a lot of sense because they're going to need a lot of real estate. So that makes a heck of a lot of sense. What's the ticker on it? I want to have that puppy in there too. You bought NEMA, you bought ABR since it pulled back a little bit. You know what? I know I have it in my Robinhood, but I didn't even track it much today. Let's see how ABR run. Okay, yeah, it pulled back to 1170. It's a good buy point. I love the dividend on that thing. So fundamentally solid too, Ticker symbol IIPR. Oh, fantastic. See, you guys are just making life easy for me. IIPR. Wow. Medically used. I'm going to pull this up. And let's take a look at IIPR. Wow. They pay a 3.35% dividend too. Wow, wow, wow. Awesome. All right, so this is the one Stock Market 101 just was talking about. Let's chart this puppy and see what we got. Let's 1 year it. How about that? How about that? So they've been on the market a year. Let's see how long they've been. See how long they've been at work. So it looks like since November of 2016, and they've moved well over 100% already. And it looks like it gets some nice little pullbacks too. A lot of buying opportunities. Like Tilray is just running and it's not stopping. Like today when it closed at 200, there's your buying opportunity. Like this thing doesn't take a breath. You know, MJ, and it looks like this one, they do have some dips and some buying opportunities. But, you know, like Tilray, you either just buy it or the next thing you know, it's going to be at 500, you know, like. So it's 36. And now this past couple of days, let's see how it's run the past 5 days. So it's trading a little sideways here. Then it got a nice boost yesterday. And then it's just kind of traded sideways since. This might be good just for the dividend, you know, because think about this, you're getting growth and you're getting dividend. You're getting value and you're getting massive growth. What is there not to love? That's what all stocks should be. Let's see here, ABBR, since it pulled back a little today, the ticker symbol IIPR. So Austin, you got in $799 at $3.34 a share. And that was on NBEV. Awesome. NBEV. Yeah, I like the looks of this thing. Let me look at Namaste too, see how they run. Because Namaste is coming to life. So yeah, they're at $2. I think I got in Monday on a small position. I got in around $2, maybe it was $1.99 or something like that. But it's moving pretty good. I'm happy with it. I didn't spend but $100 or $75 on it. So whatever happens with that one, I'll be okay. I'm gonna pull up a few of these articles. We can just kind of get a look at some of the stuff that's avoid Tilray and buy literally anything else. So you see the way these are titled? The cannabis hallucination. The Tilray bubble is bound to burst. So these are all shorts. I'm going to show you too. I don't know. A lot of these guys probably aren't going to put a disclosure on their ratings. They don't want to be that obvious about it. A lot of them will. Hey, look, it's Elon getting high. Yeah, they're not going to put disclosures on them. With these stories, I always check their disclosures. I always check just exactly what their agenda is with it. So, you know, yeah, none of them are putting disclosures on it. You know, it would be safe to assume they're all short. So here you go. This is one positive article. Tilray gains may be far from over. So this guy's going to go on and on and on about how great Tilray is, blah, blah, blah. Let's just go check his disclosure out. And he does not have one. You could go down here to the comments and really read what everybody's saying too. That's something I like to do. Sometimes you can analyze a stock, you know, fundamentally all day long. And, you know, you can do chart research and earnings and look at their balance sheets and look at their quarterly revenues and all this type of stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, sometimes I just want to sit and absorb news and every little angle things are coming from. Here we go. It's flying too high. It's a once in a lifetime. If you're lucky, you find a short like today. Well, I don't know, because this was published on September 2nd. So if you would have shorted Tilray on September 2nd, you are going to be sucking buttermilk. You're going to be crying. You'll be getting a margin call. They're going to be shutting your account down. I hope he covered pretty quick. And some of this stuff, you know, is very debatable. You know, you can't possibly say their valuation is justified. You know, but we can, you know, from the analysts can they're pointing to evaluation and saying this is what's capable. You know, this stock right here is capable of $150 billion valuation. That's not going to happen overnight. And I'm telling you, their first earnings report is going to be ugly because they're not making enough money on the previous quarter to justify all this gain. You know, I can just tell you that right now. All right, Austin on MVP. Stephanie Jordan. All right, Stephanie Jordan's here. Her name is Little. We call her Little because of her size or whatever. But so Little's here. Little, you need to change your name to Little Jordan or Little Bosch, isn't it? Why does my ex come to my live chats? I'll never understand. Okay, so Lydia says ABR went down a lot. I wanted shares, but for funds were not secured. What? Funds were not secured. Are you... I'm not sure what you mean by that. I wanted shares. I'm guessing you meant but funds were not secured. So you're pulling kind of an Elon Musk there. Just don't tweet it. Whatever you do, Lydia, don't get on Twitter and don't get on Twitter and talk about your funds being secured, because we don't need you going to jail or anything like that. Stephanie Jordan, not little. That's bull crap. She's very little. Trust me. I know. I did not have enough money to buy more ABRs. Sorry for type. Oh, I figured it out. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the thing. I want so much. You know, I can't. Positions like that. Sometimes I gotta let them fly right by me. But I'm holding ABR. I like it. I want it for the dividend. Not little. Very little. Very, very little. It's kind of creepy that my ex comes to all my live chats, but whatever. Dashiko, Smarter Investing. Hey, bud, how are you doing? What kind of trades were you making today? I'm sure you looked at Tilray a little bit. Tilray was... Hey, Tony's here. All right, Tony. Tilray was on fire today. Man, it sure was. Sure was. So much fun. It was just fun. All day long, I was doing stuff, but it was just fun to just click on my phone and keep refreshing it. And it was, 200, 220, 219, 235, 231, 238, 244. It was just like, just what a fun day. It's fun when you got a stock in your portfolio that's running like that. So much fun. Elon Musk going to jail for stock manipulation and smoking the reefer. I don't know. I don't think he'll get any jail time. I think he's got himself in a mess. He definitely does. And if you're a Tesla investor, please be careful. Or, you might want to get out. Because I'm on the short side of it. I've been on the short side of it for a while now. And... you can't right now. It's not even investing. When you have a CEO that's acting that way, and he went on the Joe Rogan show, and use a little common sense. Okay, you're going on the Joe Rogan show. You know there's going to be weed passed around. You might want to say, hey, can you not do that while I'm here, or go pause the video for a minute and do it later. And so he's just not. He's a very intelligent man. He knows what he's doing, but he is not. He goes out and says, I hate short sellers, and you're hurting my company and doing this and doing that. Then he gives everyone in the world a reason to short the company. It just doesn't make sense. It's like you can't sit here and tell everybody, encourage people and say all this stuff and talk on Twitter and stuff like that, and turn around and give the entire world a reason to keep shorting you. You get your shit together a little bit, man. Tony Batu, he bought some FANG today for short gains. Awesome, Tony. Glad to hear it. TXN looks like another potential swing trade. All right, let me take a little looky. Okay, now my ex is texting me. Wow. Creepy. Let's see what we got here. TXN. Let go, Stephanie. Let go. It's over, honey. It's over. Wow, it ran pretty good today too. What'd they do? So they've actually pulled back a little bit. It looks like 5 days, 1 month, 6 months. Yeah, it looks like they're in a real good place to buy them right now. Texas Instruments, that's one I do follow. All right. All right. Dachiko, it's crazy it went up that much. Don't own any but fun to watch. Absolutely. And you know, I would have got some of that residual gain today just off of MJ. Okay, because MJ's my investment. You know, but you know, I think Tilray is going to become another investment of mine because, like I said, the early valuations, I think we're going to get there. I think we're not going to get to $150 billion market cap like tomorrow or early next week, but they are sitting on a gold mine. All right. Medina, all right, Medina made it out. Good. Medina made it out. So Medina, I want to talk to you about something. I got one of your messages today, and I just wanted to say that the stock is running up real high, and you need to kind of understand the psychology of this whole thing. So the stock's running up high, and you're feeling all that elation, and you're feeling, all that. Oh, it feels good. It's pleasure. It pleasures your brain because you think you're making all this money. And that, when you get to that elated feeling, you need to sell if you're trying to make a trade on the day, okay? If you're not, when it pulls back, that's when my chemicals start bubbling a little bit. That's when I start getting excited, okay? Is when the market starts pulling back. Like when MJ starts turning red, get negative, because that's my chance to go in there and buy more shares, I don't know if you've quite developed an actual trading strategy yet, but, if you're trying to make a day trade, get in, grab that gain, get out, and you'll develop that more with time and experience. But like today when you messaged me and you mentioned that MJ pulled back real hard, I wanted you so badly to go and buy more, I'm like, get some more if you have any spare cash. Or if maybe you're waiting until Friday, you get paid, or however you do your thing, I very desperately wanted you to add to your position on those pullbacks, because it pulled back real hard. It's probably not going to do that tomorrow. It might, we might have a better opportunity to buy more, but I want to buy on all those dips, okay? I had a chance to, and I didn't, because I did so well on Tilray. I just kind of took the rest of the day off. I didn't go shorting. I didn't want to have to wake up and think. I just want to be able to examine what's going to happen in the morning, start making decisions based on that. Let's see. Check out ticker symbol ALT, 285% to gain today. What in the world? Holy cow. And then it only fell off 3% after hours. Unbelievable. Okay, yeah, now I got something else to track. 285.48% gain. Gosh. The market is just crazy right now, guys. Oh, I love it. It's so much fun. I don't even know where I'm going to put that. I guess I'm going to put that in high risk because I don't know anything about it. I'll have to study it. They trade on the NASDAQ. Oh, man, they've been going down for a while now. Interesting. I'll check it out later. All right. So Radimus Guru, hello, hello, how you doing? How you doing? What kind of trades did you get into today? What'd you get into, man? Interested to know. Come on in, make yourself at home. It's good to having a lot of people here. Tesla is the best swing trade stock. It's so predictable. Yes, and that was even like Josh. You know, Josh called that short on Tesla the day before Elon went on Joe Rogan. He said short Tesla. He goes because he's going on Joe Rogan and he's gonna do something. You don't go on the Joe Rogan show and not do anything. And you're very right. It's very predictable. The traders are very predictable with their habits. It's gonna meet that big patch of resistance. It's gonna run up real hard just to get shorted back down again. You know. Let me see where Tesla landed at today. So it's about 300 and it fell off a little in aftermarket. So let's see. See, now just look at this. Just look at this 6-month chart. It's just all over the place, man. You know, it's down 240s. You know, it just doesn't hold its level very good. And then, too, everybody knows when they spike up like that, it's a great short. You know, it's a great short, great to buy puts in them. If you can move quick, it's a great little reliable way to make money. Now they're here the last few little bit, they've been living in the gutter. They do meet a lot of resistance. If you see right down here, you know, this line, they do meet a lot of resistance, about $260. But that's going to get tested. The more and more this thing unfolds, those resistance levels are going to get tested a lot. Okay? I think it's going to go lower. I think it's going to go lower before it goes higher because they don't typically ever have good earnings. How Tesla does it? Here we go. They're going to give you. They're going to miss on EPS. They're going to miss on revenue. But Elon will come out and say, "Guys, we're going to meet deadlines this time. I'm pretty confident in that." And the stock goes flying just on something that dude can say. You know, that's not investing. You're investing in a crazy man telling you he might make quotas for once, and you know, like, that's just not. I mean, it's like Josh saying down here. It's called investing. You're just going to the temple of Elon and hoping it works out. You know. Medina says poor X. LOL. I don't know what you mean by that. Is that, you mean a ticker? Not sure what you mean, Medina. I personally do not think Tilray is an investment. Well, I think the market valuation is set up pretty high. I think the bar is set up pretty high. Like I said, if you don't want to get in Tilray right now, wait till they report earnings. Because they're going to report earnings, the numbers aren't going to be there, the stock's going to get killed temporarily, you'll probably have a really good chance to buy into it a lot cheaper. Maybe this thing might go to $500 a share by the end of the week. You know, let's just see how much institutional interest starts pouring into it, okay? Let's see. All right, Medina, thank you for the advice. You're very welcome, Medina. Yeah, that's what, you know, that's I couldn't tell you through text today, but I just wanted, you know, keep in mind, if you're wanting to trade, you're wanting to get a gain that day, like I said, get in and then get out. Set a bar, say I want 3% or I want 5%. Just get that gain and get out and make your trade, be done with your trade. If you're investing, it's a happy thing when the stock pulls back. It's a good, you know, that's when my endorphins start flying and stuff. When I see 8 and 10% loss, that means I can go in there and buy some more. I'm going to leave money sitting there, or I'll make something happen. You know, I'll go sell some baseball cards or something, whatever I got to do to buy that stock. Let's see. Smarter Investing, its market cap for ALT is 20 million according to Google. For ALT is 20 million. Very cool. Very good. I need to look into that one some more. I'll probably check that one out and be a little bit more prepared for the next chat. We'll do another chat. Let's see, what's today? Today is Wednesday. We'll do one Friday. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. If I get real excited about something going on tomorrow, I might stream in the middle of the day. I know Micron is reporting earnings tomorrow. So depending on, I might go live while I'm doing that. That would be kind of cool if I could like live stream the quotes on Micron while they report earnings. So that might be kind of cool, but that'd be early in the morning. I don't know if a lot of you guys could even be here that early. Let's see. I bought SSYS and CGC today after selling my gain on MTCH. So that is that Match? Is that that dating website, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now, yeah, they've been running really good. That would be a good investment too. You know. So they got a lot of short interest poured into them right after they reported earnings, and it did not. They just walked right through it because that was around $50 a share. So, boy, those shorts would get burnt. I thought about shorting it, but I was like, I'm just not seeing the price momentum. I'm just not seeing it in the charts. You know. So Josh Center's the cult of Elon is strong. Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, Elon can, everything he does is brilliant. He's a brilliant man. He's a genius. He's probably the smartest man on earth. However, he's not a very good CEO. They need a more business type. Like me and you, Josh, were talking about it the other day. Mark Zuckerberg is a much better CEO. Much, much better CEO. He knows he's very smart. He's a genius too in his own way. But Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, he is he's much, much better businessman. Much, much better. Not quite the inventor Elon is, but a much, much better, CEO businessman. I could imagine how Elon would react when a couple of months ago Facebook and all the social media stocks reported earnings and they're taking a dive for the rest of the year. I would wonder how he would handle that. What kind of crazy stunt he would pull to scare investors away. Mark Zuckerberg I know he creeped people out a little bit when he was, in front of Congress, but you just don't know what kind of crazy shit Elon Musk is going to do next. You just don't know. He is shock therapy for the fundamental investor, So Medina says, I think I'm going to take the rest of the week from trading. Today was exhausting for me personally, but congratulations everyone on the gains. Cool, Medina. Cool. Hey, that's sometimes the best thing I ever did was take a little break, get away from it for a little while. Tony says, who's ready for MU earnings report tomorrow? Me. I'm ready. That's something else, yeah. I took a position in Micron at 45. And they say, praying they don't get destroyed. Well, I still think Micron's a great company to be invested in. So if they do get destroyed, let's just pick up some more. Match was actually the ticket I wanted to run by you to look into for me. I saw them and fell in love with them. I want to hold a position with them. Okay, so you want me to check out Match. Let me write that down. Is there anything you guys are neat? I think I covered everything that we've talked about in the past, or there's been people that have asked stuff and then they don't come back, or maybe they're in here and they're just not speaking up. I'm not sure. I know a couple people have contacted me through chat and through Messenger, asked me some stuff, but let's see. My homework page is starting to look a little scary. I think I need to just throw this one out. Start over. All right, so Medina, you want me to look into Match? I like Match. Now, I can just, right off the top of my head, we can just do that right now. Why not? So we all know the storyline behind Match. It's the dating website. They also own a lot of the other dating websites. They pretty much own them all. Let's see here. So in a year, how have they played the chart game in a year? So yeah, great 1 year return, you know. Well over 100% return now that they're trading about 56 to 59. Okay, so they definitely passed the chart test. It doesn't look like they pay a dividend. I like Match though. So yeah, this $16 billion market cap, it feels very undervalued for what they could be. I think they go a lot higher, run a lot higher than that. PE looks good. Let's see. I've looked at this just recently and didn't have any real problem. Right here, this kind of stinks. They do have so much short interest, but these shorts are just getting burnt. This is a lot like the AMD situation. All this buyer interest is pouring in, and these shorts are getting burnt. So this short percent of float at almost 50%, something does not feel right about that. You think more people would be covering out of their position. But hell no, I would not short this stock. Not right now. Because they look, profit margin, operating margin, fantastic. Return on equity, 83%. I love it. Gross profit margin, 1.05 billion. So this here, quarterly revenue growth, 35%. You know, the diluted EPS, 1.73, that's manageable. The quarterly earnings growth, 157%. So I'm loving it. I'm loving everything I'm seeing. And this is great. This right here, this makes me very, very happy. So $309 million of cash and $1.25 billion of debt. That's actually very, very good for an internet company. Very, very good. Okay? Very manageable. Like I said, look at Netflix, look at Disney, you know, look at a lot of the big, look at the telecom companies, you know, they have a lot of debt, okay? So that's manageable. I like the stock. This bothers me right here, 49%, but like I said, the shorts are going to get burnt. That's what shorts do. They get burnt. They either make money or they don't. All right, let's see what we got. Praying I don't get destroyed tomorrow. I may drop AMD and pick up more MJ. That's an idea. If you've made, you know, a nice gain on AMD and you're happy with it, that's not, you know, you're never ever gonna kick yourself for taking a gain. I've sold stocks before. Like I remember the first time I bought Facebook, I got into it about 38 bucks and I sold it 50. And so looking back on that, it's painful to think about. But you can't do that. You can't go, oh, I took a gain. Like, always be happy about taking a gain, you know? Always. It's never a bad decision. I agree. I will be buying it again once it drops. I feel like it's a match made in heaven with Match and I. Tony, it looks like they retracted your message, bud. I don't know. You might want to just try and type it out again. Bought some CAH and 3M today. CAH is a great deep value dividend stock. You might want to do a video on it. All right. I am going to be working on videos over the next couple of days. Nima, let me ask you something, Nima. Do you still want a video about AMC and Fun? Because they're on my list. I'm just wondering if you still want, if you're still awaiting a video on those two stocks, or if you've kind of moved on or whatever. So Tony, let's see, CAH. All right. Medina, yes, I saw their short afloat after your last video. Video is what had me concerned, and I wanted your opinion. Thanks for covering that. Bits, I really like their total cash and debt ratio. Yes, yeah. You know, the short percent of float can drive you away if the storyline's not there and if the demand is not there, okay? If the demand is not there and it's a product that is not highly in demand, then absolutely those short percent of float and the short percent ratio is going to bother me a whole lot more. But when the demand is there and when, you know, Wall Street collectively wants it and consumers collectively want it, and they're making a good product at a good reasonable price and making big profit margins, then you know, other than bad market conditions, this stock's going to keep running. You know, the $16 billion market cap, I feel, is extremely conservative for where they will be in a short period of time, you know. Short flow, let's see. Stock Market 101, Baba or Amazon? Ooh, both. I can't, you know, Amazon's probably in a healthier market right now. And so in the short term, I'd have to pick Amazon, but they're both great companies. To me, you can't have one without the other. You know, if you have Amazon in your portfolio, you should be trying to get some Alibaba in there, and vice versa. If you're Alibaba heavy, you definitely need to try and get some, you know, those are two, for me, I gotta have them. I gotta have both of them, and that's like my children. I can't make a decision. I love them both. Baba, it is cheaper in my opinion. Yeah, the valuation's pushed way down from the trade tariffs. You know, however, this is going to go on a while. So, you know, I'm still go along with Alibaba. You know, it'll get back where it needs to be. It's going to take a little while. It's going to get back though. So y'all would probably kill me if you knew that I shorted Alibaba too. But that, like I said, that's shorting into trade tariffs. That's, you know, cheaper in my opinion. He's going to say Baba. Tony, you know me well. You know me well, Tony. Yeah, I love Alibaba. And I really, really do. If I had to pick one, okay, but let me say this. If I had to pick one right now, like today, like tonight, I have to pick one. I'm actually going to go with Amazon because they're in a healthier market right now, okay? So they're in a lot healthier market. But as long as we're not making a trade in the next week, then you got to have both of them. Maybe cut one of your positions in half and buy Amazon with it, or cut your Amazon position in half and go buy Alibaba with it. You know, that's an idea. Radimus, Baba is the only China stock I want. Yeah? Yeah, it's my favorite. I like Tencent. There's Chinese companies. I don't want JD. Okay? I'm not interested in JD right now. They're having too many problems. I would not be surprised if JD goes under $20 a share pretty soon. There will be a valuation where that's going to make a whole lot of sense. Let's see. So they actually got back up to 27, but their year low, 52-week low is $25. So I don't know. I think it's going to keep falling. I'm not buying JD here at 25. I think it gets cheaper. I think we'll see it. I think we'll see it under $20 a share before long. Let's see. Tony Batu, 100% guarantee. JD sucks. I shorted them and they shot up this week and rendered my put useless. Medina, I don't know when your expiration date was on that, but I would hang on to it, you know. Are you doing short puts or are you doing longer puts? Because if you're, you know, really I'd want you to set that date out a while, okay? So I'd want you to go, we're in September, I would want you to set that put date for January, maybe even a year into the future. That way you're not feeling any pressure about trying to cover on the position, you know. So, all right, guys, we've been at it for about an hour now. This has been a really good chat. So, Tony, I got you at CAH, and then Medina, you want me to check out Match. All right. Is there anybody else that's got anything? I might go live tomorrow. Just depends. I probably will. I probably will go live tomorrow when Micron reports earnings. Let me look and see when Micron is, if they're reporting in the morning or what. Tony, let me just ask you, Tony, do you know if Micron's reporting before The market opens or it close? Because that's actually going to dictate how much sleep I'm going to get tonight. I'll kind of just wait. Do you know which one it is, Tony? Not sure, but okay, let's see. Okay, they are going to report at close tomorrow. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here. They're going to be reporting at close tomorrow. Okay. JD, okay, so Medina says, it is long, not to worry, it is for January. Okay, good, Medina. I'm so proud of you. You're making progress with that kind of, you're doing, yeah, good, I'm happy. Yeah, just don't cover on that put. I'd hold, you'll see JD depreciate some more. I believe, like I said, I believe it goes under $20 share. JD's best days might be behind them. Maybe not, but it's not looking good right now. Another one to think about too is VIP Shop, because I short them quite a bit too. Radimus, SSYS, please. 3D printing coming back. Okay, sure, I can put that on the list. Just be patient with me. I got a bunch of videos I'm going to work on this week. I have 2 subscribers that have been on me about making a update to my Square Stock video. So that's first on the list. Then I have a couple more about coming soon. But I just take all this stuff, I put it on the list, and I get to it when I get to it. I'm predicting Tilray drops big tomorrow morning. Could be. Very well could be. I don't know. I'm going to be excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to wake up in the morning and see. And then Radimus says thank you. All right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot for coming out. This was really, really good. I love having you guys in here. Thanks for all the help. I've got some ticker symbols to look at. I've got some stocks to look at too. I've got some more stuff on my watch list. So this is great. Like I said, I probably will go live tomorrow during Micron earnings report, okay? So if you guys are not doing anything, come hang out with me for a little while. Even if nobody shows up, it would still be good to do some video capture on the Micron earnings report. So awesome. I got my Tilray put. What goes up must come down. It is 2 for January night. Okay, good night, guys. Thanks for coming.